It's a hit TV series watched by as many as 120 million people each week. Obviously not just here. I'm talking Desperate Housewives, the women of Wisteria Lane. Eva Longoria, Terry Hatcher and the rest of the girls have become superstars and can't do anything without getting a huge amount of attention. This time it came from Dominic Bowden, who grabbed the rare opportunity to stroll down the lane and talk to the stars.
It's the show that's enraptured millions with its steamy tales of mild-mannered suburbanites. So how could we refuse the invitation for the very first time, a New Zealand crew on Wisteria Lane?
And our exclusive look behind the scenes of Desperate Housewives starts where else than here on the street itself. Now, fans of the show recognise this place as Brie Vanderkamp's house, but for the crew, it's the restroom. Well, here we are now. We're on Wisteria Lane. We're in front of Eva Longoria's house. We're about to go and chat to her, so come on, let's go. And now on a sound stage 15 minutes down the road, we're on the inside of Eva's house.
You're on the seat. This is Eva's kitchen.
You're in my kitchen. You have interviewed everybody in my kitchen. Actually, I love coming here. I actually love my set the best.
God, I love my job, so you'll never hear me complaining about the hours.
Yes, they run a tight ship, and quite the phenomenon. 6 short years ago, they were out-of-work actors. Oh, how much has changed.
Terry, can you sign? Have your autograph?
Because usually if they see one of us, they're like, is that the guy from... But when you're with somebody else from the show, you're totally busted. Ricardo Shavira and I were in Chicago together. And it was funny because when people saw us together, they were sure it was us. So we had trouble, you know, getting down the street.
I was in China and I saw myself speaking Chinese. And then I was in Poland and I saw myself speaking Polish. And it was like, this is so crazy how they dub the voices and they really do everything to make it successful.
But that attention, is that something you could do without?
I could definitely do without the attention, yeah. Yeah, you know, the one thing, the great success of the show kind of depletes your anonymity and all of a sudden everybody knows you and follows you. And as flattering as that is, sometimes it is a little overwhelming.
I'm not even on their radar screen. You can see it. They just pass over me. Even when I want to be recognized. I mean, I'll go to the, I don't know, the airport, and you want someone to go, come on over here, we're going to go through this line. And I take off my hat, and I'm sort of going, had a hard day at work today. Nothing.
Frankly, I've got it pretty easy. It's one of those great lies that they like to tell you. You know, people in television work really hard. They work really long hours. It's a lie. We don't. It's just fine.
And don't forget the perks.
It's really a weird thing where you kind of feel like you're taking advantage. But people in LA, like, give TV actors stuff. Like, you know, I wish you would give me stuff 10 years ago, but that's probably the weirdest thing, because I still don't know how to take it. I usually just decline it, because I figure I'm going to have to pay tax on it or something.
But surely your friends are like, don't give it away.
That's true, they do. My brother's got a lot, we're the same size, so he's got a lot of cool free shoes.
But with all this success, they still know here today, gone tomorrow. So they're not against stealing from the catering table.
Yeah, bring it home with you. I go home with bags of granola for the kids in the morning. Sad. Stealing pencils off the set. It's basically how tight and how paranoid is the cast of Desperate Housewives.
I've seen too many actors, really good friends of mine, get on shows and think, wow, this is it, I've made it, especially young ones. Like we had a couple of young actors on this show and the last show I was on where they, you know, I've made it now because when this is over, I'll get another job, and so they buy the house and the car. Yeah, and then it just doesn't happen.
One of the kids on Twilight, which has done very well, I think he's, who is it, Taylor, what was that guy's name?
Lautner?
Taylor Lautner.
Yeah.
Came on the set, and he's 20 in a Lamborghini. We were all going, oh my God. I think part of a television show, and one of the reasons if it's a hit and that you get paid well is, I think you are, to a certain extent, possibly trading your future. Because people know you as that character, and it's hard to break out of it and have people see you as different characters and get different kind of work when it's done. I mean, they call it going to actor jail after the series is over.
So do you guys still think you'll be doing this on the Zimmer frames?
Zimmer frames, that's funny. Yeah, desperate old biddies. Until no one on the show can wear a bikini, and that's like the cutoff mark.
I don't know if I'll be doing it that long, but I definitely want to stay with the show as long as it goes.
I make out with Terry Hatcher for a living. I just slide the paper over here. I'll sign it.
You know, Mark Cherry used to write for a show called The Golden Girls, so I'm thinking The Golden Desperate Housewives, and I want to do this well into my 70s.